Hello, everybody. Welcome to Drive Thru. I'm your host, Tony Cease. We broadcast live here on Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We're going to get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. That's what we do here on the Drive Thru Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's our live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us for today. Full boat today. Jay Briggs with us. Alex Smart. Wayne Scott, Tony Brown from Las Vegas, Nevada, El Ninos, Damon Sosh, Rod Zawacki, and we have Shane and Mickle. And here's how they will line up for this evening. We got Smart, Sosh, Brown, Ninos, Mickle, Briggs, Scott, Zawacki, and I will close this one. We got to the play-in round from the NBA. 2 games on the board. NBA. We got some NBA picks for you as well as a series pick for you on the show. NHL and MLB as well. Got a game starting right now in MLB, so we've got 14 games remaining. So let's get this one underway. Let's go ahead and welcome in Alex Smart. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring Alex in right now. Alex, what's happening?
Hey, Tony. How you doing? We're going to attack some Major League Baseball tonight. We're going to go from a prop angle, and we're going to attack the Toronto Maple Leafs. Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto Blues. Still thinking hockey. We're talking hockey here for the last bit. So Toronto Blue Jays take on the powerful Detroit Tigers. And I'm making fun of the Tigers, but man, they really sucked out of the gate, and they haven't looked really very good. An offense that I thought would really take off really hasn't taken off. Manoah, as the season goes on, I mean, he's going to continue. I mean, we're into his third start now. Just like in thoroughbred horse racing, third start's magic after a layoff, and Manoah is in top form right now. In his first game, he had 3 strikeouts. In his second game, he worked 7 innings, had 5 strikeouts, and now he's going to be ready for a full workload, or at least a more of a workload tonight. He goes against, like I said, a weak Detroit lineup. Right now, also, this is a team that this Detroit team is striking out at a high rate, 26.9% K rate right now. And Manoah at 6.5 KOs over that number looks like a viable bet tonight.
All right, we got Alex here on Take Manoah. Over 6.5 strikeouts here against this weak Tigers team, right? It doesn't look like it's been off to a good start here for this Tiger team. Indeed, of course, we see Manoah here for this Blue Jays team. Coming off that long road trip, of course, they usually get them on the plane earlier, Manoah, because remember, they just closed out that 10-game road trip to start the season.
Right, that's right. I just the way Manoah matches up here, according to my early season power rankings, really think he's going to have himself a heck of a night, and I think he's going to go deep. So that 6.5 Ks doesn't look like over exaggerated, especially the way like we just mentioned. They're not seeing the ball very well. We'll see what happens as the season goes on. I mean, it's still early, but not a good look right now for the Detroit Tigers.
Not at all. They got Manoah over 6.5 strikeouts against the Tigers. This one have a start time here, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs from tonight's action. Great results in hockey. 1,014 units of profit. Big card here on the board from the NHL, as well as the 2 from the NBA. Still 14 games on the board. Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, we've got 4 Major League Baseball selections on board tonight. We've got 3 money line selections, and we've got 1 total. We've got that NBA game, that late night NBA game tonight with the Lakers. I've got a total on that one, and Minnesota and Lakers, I should say. And we've got a total call on that one. And also, we have what else do we have on board for tonight? I think that's it. NHL, sorry. With NHL, yeah. We have 1 NHL total on board tonight. And I've won 8 of my last 12 totals calls. And like you said, I'm up in the black this year in NHL. So join me. Let's make some money, and never mind crossing our fingers. What's the old saying? Break a leg? Let's break a leg.
Break a leg. Let's break the bookie's leg. So get on board with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs Premium. Great results here. 1,014 units of profit NHL. That's all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Lots of action tonight here from Alex with the postseason NBA already, baseball as well, NHL. Instead of buying all these plays individually, you can get on board with a long-term pass. You can try them out for 7 days. Get all Alex's premium plays for 7 days. Includes all his NBA. You'll get the entire play-in round plus that Saturday, Sunday those 4 games from the NBA playoffs of game 1s of these first round series. You also get whatever they usually give you 3 games on the Monday, right? So Monday action as well with that 7-day, all your hockey to close the regular season, MLB. So great value there. Pick as a promo code. You'll save 15% off. All right, Alex, as always, great having you on the show. continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Take care, Tony. Have a good week. Bye-bye.
You too as well. Alex Smart here on the Drive Thru. Guys, right, if you miss any of our picks, we'll recap here at the end of the day. We do have a game in progress right now going on, top of the first. We'll keep an eye on this one. Yankees and Guardians. Yankees closed at -172, total of 8. They're in the top of the first here with 2 out, a runner on third here for the Yankees. The score, it's scoreless here. Let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Let's go ahead and welcome in right now Damon Sosh. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. I think we're ready to bring in a Damon Sosh right now. Let's see if we got Damon set to roll here. Here we go. Damon, what's happening?
Hey, how you doing, Tony?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight. 8:40 Eastern time. We got the Rockies here facing the Cardinals. Should be warm tonight in Colorado. It's getting a little bit of warm spell out here west. Rockies, big dogs. Cardinals favored -175, total of 12.
Right, taking a look at this game here, the Cardinals' pitching has been absolutely awful here to start the season. Tonight's starter, Miles McCullough, he's been fitting that trend perfectly. Over his first 2 starts in the season, McCullough has an ERA of 9.64, and he's never pitched well against the Rockies. As a matter of fact, his career ERA against them is 8.67. And when he pitches in Coors Field, things even get worse. 13 and a third career innings pitched at Coors. McCullough has an ERA of 13.5. Going against him tonight is Kyle Freeland. Now, Kyle Freeland, he started off really well this year. He's 2-0. He hasn't allowed a run in 12 and 2/3 innings of work. However, though, he has never had much success against the Cardinals. In 5 career starts against St. Louis, he is 0-3 and an ERA of nearly 5. Now, the Cardinals, they've been hitting the ball fairly well. They just haven't been able to get that big hit with runners in scoring position. When you take a look back at last season, you'll notice the Cardinals really crushed left-handed pitching. So I think tonight they might be able to get out of that funk. I think they're going to get some big hits against Freeland. And by the same token, I don't see McCullough, I don't see Coors Field being the spot where he's able to turn things around here in the season. So when I take a look at this game, I think we're going to see a lot of runs, and I like an over the posted total here for total runs scored in this one.
All right, Damon says go over the total here with the Rockies here and the St. Louis Cardinals. And of course, I just wanted to see if I could get any updated here weather. Yeah, we're looking 81 degrees, very hot weather right now in Colorado. All that snow in the Rockies is going to start melting. So we have 10-mile-an-hour winds as well over there in Colorado. Yeah, Michaelis is one of those splits guys. Struggles on the road, good at home. That's been kind of his thing here with the Cardinals. And of course, Freeland, the lefty. You look at those great numbers, but then you look at the Cardinals, how they're just pounding left-handed pitch. And you can understand here, it's like, how could the Cardinals be -175? But then you look how Cardinals are hitting lefties.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you take a look at the way that these two guys have started the season, and complete opposites, and yet you see the Cardinals heavy favorites. So I have a feeling we are going to see a lot of balls flying out there at Coors tonight in this one.
Warm night tonight in Coors. That's why you've seen this one tick up from 11 to 11.5 to 12. Cardinals Rockies over 12. This one have a start time here, 8:40 Eastern time. All right, Damon, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Great results in NHL here, 1,281 units of profit. That's all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Big card tonight from the NHL. We also have 14 games still to go here from Major League Baseball. Those 2 playing games from the NBA. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've got lots of action tonight. I actually have 6 plays in total and 3 for sale over there on the website. You can get my Winner's Circle Pass, a little bit of something for everybody in that one. I got an NBA play, a Major League Baseball play, and an NHL play. But if you want to get all my plays, the best thing to do is to hook yourself up with one of the 3, 7, 30-day long-term packages, a 2-for-1 capper deal. I think that's an excellent value. Team me up with one of the other great cappers here on this website. And so hop on it, guys. We'll make some money together here. It's time to crush the books.
Time to crush books, guys. Get on board with Damon Sosh over at Pick Dogs. Look at these great results in the NHL this season. Get on board here with Damon. He's in action tonight, as he said. Winner's Circle Pass at the 3-pack up there for you. Get on board. Also an MLB high heat special at $19. So go on and get on board. Instead of buying these plays individually, as Damon was saying, the long-term pass, the 1-month pass will get you 30 days of premium plays from Damon for baseball. Of course, NHL, that'll get you in the second round of the NHL playoffs. Also second round of the NBA playoffs with that 30-day pass. Promo code PICK at checkout. It'll save you 15% off and add a second capper. Even greater value there with the 2-for-1 capper promotion. All right, Damon, as always, a great job on the show. Continue that success, and we'll catch up with you again next week.
Thanks, Tony. Have a great weekend.
You got it. Damon Sosh here on the Drive Thru. Guys, if you miss a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Looks like the Guardians are threatening with runners on the corner here and no outs here. Looks like an error there by the second baseman. So first and third here in the top of the first. Let's continue on here. Let's go out to Las Vegas, Nevada. And let's welcome in Tony Brown. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. You know we're going to talk some NBA. Tony Brown's ready to roll here as we head into Las Vegas, Nevada. We'll be looking at this Laker game here tonight here against the T-Wolves. Let's see if we can bring in Tony Brown in right now. Let's see. Here we go, Tony Brown. Tony Brown, how's it going?
What's going on, Tony T? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm ready for this NBA postseason. I'm looking forward to it. We'll call it the postseason because it is past the regular season. It's not the playoffs. We can't call it playoffs yet because these teams got to win to advance. But anyway, tonight TNT has it. The winner becomes the 7th seed. The loser plays Friday with one more shot to get in as the 8th seed. Lakers here to host the T-Wolves. Lakers now up to 8.5, total 233.
Right. Tomatoes, playoffs, play-in. We don't have to get into the semantics. It's the postseason. The 82 games are done, and yet here we are. We started off 2-12. Nobody thought we would be here, and again, yet here we are. Obviously, I'm taking the Lakers, not just for fan reasons, but it's the right play on the board tonight. The Lakers are healthy for the first time in God knows when. Like I said, with the rough start early, the Russell Westbrook project, and then the injury bug just absolutely decimating the team. To be over 500 in this position is amazing, and I think we're one of the most dangerous teams left in the playoffs. A healthy LeBron James, the greatest scorer of all time. That's not opinion, that's facts. We got a healthy Anthony Davis, and even Russell is back playing good right now. D'Angelo Russell, he was on the injury stint for a little while. No matter how you look at Dennis Schroeder, we offered him a $120 million max contract. Like, he's a max contract player point guard. You know what I mean? He didn't take the deal or whatever, but at one point, the organization thought he was worth a max deal, so he's going to be playing at a high level. And with all those people playing at a high level, I just don't think we can be stopped. Not to mention Minnesota just imploded right before this playoff game. They had Rudy Gobert get suspended for punching a teammate. Then another guy punched the wall. He broke his arm, so he's going to be out. With all that being said, I think we're going to see buckets early and often. You know what I mean? The Lakers are just too healthy. And Rudy Gobert, he's not that great of a player, but he's an MVP on the defensive side. He was a defensive MVP. He's always a candidate for it, so they're going to be missing a lot of defensive rebounds. Last meeting, AD had 38 points. This time he could have 48 or 58. So I look for the buckets to come early and often, and 233 points to win won't be a chore. And I think the over is the play tonight.
All right, Tony Brown says go over the total here, over 233, up from an opening line of 231. And anybody thinks that in the playoffs these teams are going to start playing D, don't think about that because the rule changes. These teams, Tony Brown, like Minnesota, they've been playing fast all season, and so for the Lakers, they've had a bit of a fast pace here. We've seen the offense start to pick up. We're not going to start seeing quote-unquote playoff basketball. It's going to be defensive intensity. Throw that out the window. That's my opinion. Maybe in these long series like these 7-game series, you get to 5, 6, and 7. That's maybe when you'll see a little bit of a slowdown, but I don't see any slow pace at all here from these teams changing their regular season form into the postseason.
Nope. I mean, those are sometimes the cliches are a little bit outdated. Offense wins games, defense wins championships. I don't care what you say. Whoever scores the most, that's who's going to win the game. So offense actually will win the championship, but that's for another show. No, I don't think they turn it up defensively. We've been in the playoff mode all season. You know what I mean? Like, we were in the 10th spot, 11th spot, trying to make it here and there. One game in the West put you in the playoffs or out. So we've been in playoff mode the whole time. And, we're going to keep running it up the court. It's one game, like, theoretically for the loser. And so this is it. I don't think they start now and try to change the pace or slow it up. And I think we run up the number, especially they're missing their center, their defensive stopper, their board guy in Gobert. Anthony Davis will have a field day. He had a field day when he was in there, and we got to 233 points. So now with him being on, I think it's even more.
Smaller lineup for the T-Wolves, no doubt, will create, I think, even a faster pace here. T-Wolves, Lakers over 233. This would have a start time here, 10 Eastern time, the doubleheader game on TNT. All right, Tony Brown, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Great results as always. NHL, Tony Brown again firing up in the ice. Tonight we got a big card from the ice, 2 from the NBA. Still 14 games on the board from MLB. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I have a nice card tonight. It's my Tuesday top 5. I got 3 MLB laser locks. Like, you usually get one of those in the week, maybe a couple in the week. I got 3 of them tonight. It was an absolutely crazy card on the board in the MLB, and we're all over that. And then I have the 2 NBA play-in games. You can get them all together with my Tuesday top 5. That's the MLB and the play-in games for a very, very low price. It's less than like $11 a game. And if you're really serious about making money tonight, you can't afford not to grab that pass.
That's right. Get on board with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. You'll find us Tuesday top 5. Also the long-term pass, 30-day pass, or 3 to 7, 30-day all sports pass. Get all of his premium plays for that period of time you select. Go to the Handicapper page, make that purchase. But Tony Brown, you're in Vegas. You grind it out all day, every day of the year. But you also have that VIP 1-year all sports pass up there.
Yeah, the VIP pass for the year makes sense. Even right now when we just finna have baseball coming up. You know, it's no secret. The NBA playoffs and the NHL playoffs after that, it's just a whole bunch of baseball. But paying for the baseball per day, per play, or per week, you still pay more than you pay for that VIP year pass. And you won't get the NFL when it returns in September. You won't get college football when it returns. This is every sport I pick, every play I release from every sport for one low price. It's a VIP, 365 days of play. It's a full year pass.
That's right. 1-year all sports pass. Use promo code PICK at checkout. Save about $195. Great value right now. So get on the road with Tony Brown over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you on the show. Continue that great success, and we'll catch up with you again in a couple days.
Yes, I'll see you Thursday. Let's go Lakers, Sacramento, and the Clippers. Not so much. And I'll see you guys on Thursday.
See you on Thursday. Tony Brown here on the drive-through. All right, guys, mind if you miss any picks, we'll continue. We will recap at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Yeah, they got to him. They got to Garrett Cole, these Guardians here. They're up now 2-0. We now move to the top of the second side. Retired. I left a runner on third base. Again, Yankees close at -172. But the Guardians got a couple off them. 2-0 Guardians. We go to the top of the second in that one. Total on that one closed at 8.5 with a lot of juice there at -115. So you can see where that was headed there. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-through. Who do we have up next? We have up next El Ninos. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Of course, we're going to get to El Ninos here right now. We got his game is starting here. As a matter of fact, his game is going to start here in about 10 minutes, I believe. So here we go again with El Ninos with the game right up against it here. All right, Al, you're just going to have to go ahead and just take this one.
All right, so yeah, I guess start giving out some later games, but yeah, this one's 6:35 tee-off time. But I like the Orioles to keep it rolling here. Kind of didn't go too crazy with it because they're starting their rookie getting his second start here, Grayson Rodriguez. He gave up 2 runs in the first inning, but did well after that. Shut out the Rangers for 4 innings after that. And his MLB debut, now he's getting his second start in the MLB. And, you know, he was a pretty highly ranked prospect coming into the MLB. And I think this going to feel a lot like the minors, so I think he'll be right at home in this matchup. Facing this lineup, he should do well, and I think he helps this Orioles team earn the win here. I maybe still consider that -1, taking them on the money line as well a little bit, but it is getting up there. They opened much smaller favorites than this, and you could just probably stick to the run line now. They should win this one rather comfortably.
All right, El Nino says take the Orioles run line, lay the run at half +100 here against this Athletics team. As El Nino was saying, yeah, it is. There's been a rough start here for this Athletics team, not hitting the ball very well. Of course, Mueller had a look, hasn't looked too bad in the starts, but then again, Grayson Rodriguez coming in has looked pretty good, it's another run line loss for the Athletics last night here. They're only, and here's the key here with them, and they're only hitting 196, and the bullpen's not performing.
Yeah, I mean, they don't have much going for them these days. It's going to be a rough season, off to a rough start. And honestly, it could have been worse. I think them having 2 wins already ain't the worst result they could have had so far. So, hey, maybe they prove me wrong and turn things around. But I think it's going to be a rough one for them. Rough game and rough season.
All right, there you go. From Al Nino's Orioles run line, laid the run and half +100 against the Athletics. This one to have a start time here in roughly about 8 minutes from now, right down Nino. So let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, good results in Major League Baseball, 746 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs. Tonight we have we got a few games going to start here. Still 14 games on the board. Those 2 NBA games, lots on the ice. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Just got 1 bet in each sport left, so no 3-packs anymore. They're off the board, but I do have my best bet in the MLB, best bet in the NHL, and my $19 play in the NBA. If you want to check those out, or grab a long-term pass to check all the plays out, or pair me up with one of the other cappers you see on the show for the 2-for-1 capper specials.
That's great value there. 2-for-1 capper specials, guys. Remember the promo code PICK at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. That 7-day pass will get you all the play-in round from the NBA, as well as the game ones, that Saturday, Sunday games, and whatever is into game the game 2 on Monday. There's usually about 3 games there, the way they schedule it. All right, Al Ninos, it's always great having a show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, have a good one, Tom.
You got El Ninos here on the Drive Thru. Guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Let's continue on. More NBA coverage, and we got Shane Mickle here. Well, that was the conversation we had here before the show. It was Shane's play. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
Doing
that was
great.
quite the conversation.
That's quite the conversation that Shane stirred up here with his pick. That was in the green room before we started. But I'll let you roll here as the Warriors and Kings go head to head in a first round best of 7.
Yeah, this matchup doesn't start till later in the week, but I still think there's plenty of time to bet this line, and I think people might be thinking the way that I'm thinking, so it's probably better to get in this bet early than later. I really like the Kings to win this series at big plus money, over plus 200 odds. I can't remember what we put it in. I think it's around 250, something like that. This Warriors team. Everyone talks about the Warriors, and they'll just turn it on for the playoffs. And of course, they dealt with injuries through the regular season, but that doesn't help their defense on the road. This is a Warriors team that went 11-30 away from their home court, and now they have to go to Sacramento, play 4 games in Sacramento. If of course this goes to a game 7. In a team that's been starved for the playoffs, it's probably going to be the best home court advantage of the entire playoffs here in this first round in Sacramento, and the Warriors have already proven they struggle to win on the road. One of the big reasons they struggle is they're allowing opponents to shoot over 40% from the three-point line. That's not good news when you're facing a Sacramento Kings team that shoots plenty from deep and will put up 120, 130 a night. They're going to try to run the Warriors out of the gym, and I think that they get it done here. Even if the Warriors go home and take care of home court advantage, of course, where they've been very good. I think the Kings can win all 4 games here at home. I won't be surprised if they still win on the road, but I think that they will keep home court advantage here, and I think they'll win. There's just way too much value here on the 3 seed who are getting way too much plus money. All
right, Shane says take Kings with that home court advantage, plus 225 here against the Warriors, and of course, this is a lot of eyes on this game. How do you see this series going in Golden State? Do you see this pretty much the Kings winning each game at home, or do you see that each team being able to take a game on the opponent's home court?
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me if the Kings did take one in Golden State. This is a team that can, of course, the defense has been the issue all year long, and the Warriors defense has been better at home, but it's still not perfect. This still isn't a perfect Warriors defensive team, and with guys like Murray, Sabonis, Harrison Barnes, all the 3-point shooters. When those guys are hot, which I think they're going to continue to be hot here through the playoffs, there's they can easily win one definitely on the road.
Yeah, of course, these teams play each other a lot. I mean, they've seen this a lot. If I'm not mistaken, I haven't really given this game a handicap, but if I'm not mistaken, I think the Sacramento Kings have had some point spread success here against the Warriors. I don't see the trends yet in front of me yet for that, but I know over the history of time these teams play each other quite a bit.
Yeah. The Kings have been fine against them. The last game, the Warriors did win in blowout fashion, but the Kings were resting some players in that game, I think they were injured in that game. But yeah, definitely. This is the Kings team that can really score. We got De'Aaron Fox. He's kind of a forgotten piece on this Kings team, even though he was number 2 overall years ago for the Kings. This is his first chance at the playoffs, and I think he's built for that type of success. I just think that there's too much offense here. But one thing also to look at with these 2 teams scoring, you're going to get inflated numbers on the total, so it wouldn't be a bad idea. Even though I do think both these teams will score plenty. And, if you start seeing totals in the 245, 246, 247 for the series, there's going to be some value there with the unders, I think, as the series goes on, especially if they start, scoring a ton early on.
Yeah, under 33 and 17 in their past 50 in Sacramento. Sacramento has covered 6 of the past 11 here against the Warriors overall. So there you go. Kings plus 225 to win series against the Warriors. This one begins on the weekend. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, 2 playing games from the NBA. Shane on fire on the ice tonight. 1,100 this season, 1,115 units of profit in the NHL. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Tonight, as we said, 2 playing games. Lots on the ice. Still 14 games from Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've got a solid card tonight. A couple different 3-packs up there. I got my 3 best MLB plays. I love this MLB slate. Don't forget, with the NBA playoffs starting in the big NHL card, the MLB even early in the season still has a lot of value in these games. My 3-pack there, $39.99, or I have my sampler 3-pack, which is my best MLB, best NHL, best NBA playoff playing game for tonight, all marked together for $39.99. But with the NBA playoffs in full swing, NHL, MLB, there's still plenty of sports to go around, even though, the college basketball's over. So make sure to hop on that long-term pass to get plenty of plays here through the NBA playoffs and the start of the NHL playoffs, and of course all my MLB plays.
That's right, guys. Got a board with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results up here, and your best value here is go long term. That 1-month pass is a great value right now from Shane. You get all of his premium plays here for 30 days, and of course, you can also get his NBA and NHL season pass, remainder of the postseason up there. Remember, the promo code PICK will work on both passes. You'll save 15% off. All right, Shane, as always, great having you show. To that success, we'll catch up with you again in a couple of days. But I know you also contribute over to the site over at Pick Dogs and Sports Chat.
Yeah, definitely. We got soccer, UFC. And then, of course, NHL and MLB right now. So make sure to check that out. And hopefully I don't have much faith in my Timberwolves tonight, but hopefully they can do something and knock down Tony Brown's Lakers just a little bit. Maybe it'd be good for them to see another game. But yeah, I think we'll be the team that's playing on Friday. Especially with the shenanigans that happened in the end or during that last game. That was pretty embarrassing. Just when you think you might have something going for the playoffs in typical Minnesota sports fashion, we're missing 2 of our best players.
Well, I will say this. Yeah, that the guy punching, Anderson punching the wall, but after all that, the Timberwolves were behind at the time, right? Maybe that helped them win the game.
Yeah, they fought, and I wasn't really a fan of the Rudy trade when that happened. Of course, it hurts him here going against Anthony Davis, but if we do end up making the playoffs, I wouldn't mind having Rudy Gobert sit on the bench. I think the biggest blunder that the Wolves made this in the last couple of days that isn't going to be talked about enough is heading into Sunday's game. They needed to convert Luka Garza's 2-way contract to a full-time player for him to be eligible for the playoffs, and they didn't do it. And now we only have one center for tonight, and he'd be a great matchup. He's a great offensive player. I think he could find plenty of success against the Lakers, but of course he's not eligible, so that hurts. So yeah, but anyways, it'll be fun no matter what. It's fun to see even if we don't make the playoffs. It's fun to see the Timberwolves at least playing meaningful basketball again.
No doubt about that. All right, Shane, have yourself a great evening. Enjoy the night. We'll catch up with you in a couple of days.
Sounds good. Have a good night, everyone.
All right, Shane Mickle here on The Drive. The guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Update here on the Yankees game. Yankees got one on Gaddis, 2-1 now. We're in the bottom of the second with Cleveland up here. Remember, the Yankees closed at minus 172. We've been seeing some runs so far in the early stages of this one. Let's continue on here on The Drive. Time for Jay Briggs. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. We'll bring in Jay right now. Of course, you can catch his NBA Jam session recorded for the morning. Then he updates it at 4 p.m. Eastern time. So you need to watch this one here if you would. So let's go ahead and bring him in right now. I think we're ready to roll here with Jay Briggs. Let's see if we can bring in Jay right now. I think he's set to roll here. Jay, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? How you doing?
Doing great. All right, here we go. We're going on the ice tonight with Jay here at the 10 Eastern time. Anaheim Ducks here hosting the Canucks. Canucks big favorites minus 155, total 6.5.
Yes, sir, Tony T. Man, I know the NBA playoffs are here. I've covered that enough today with the 2 jam sessions. And I already got some nice MLB over there on the site for y'all. So I said, let me shake it up. Let's go on the ice tonight. And I know this is an awful game between 2 awful teams, but I think there's some value to be had, man. I'm gonna take the Ducks on the money line, man. It just seems whenever I just periodically just look throughout the card and I see the Ducks as a small favorite like they are in this one, it seems like a good place to take them on the money line. They're working with triple revenge as the Canucks did win all 3 meetings this season. I think this one goes the other way, man. We're in Anaheim. I think the Ducks, man. I think this is a good spot where they step up and get them one at home. I'm gonna take them on the money line. Good value spot for the Ducks here in this spot.
All right,
triple revenge spot.
Triple revenge spot there. That angle there with Jay here on the Ducks, plus 125 against the Canucks. The Canucks team, by the way, that's on a back-to-back. They got shut out there. Couldn't get many goals. Couldn't get any goals here against an LA Kings team that has been struggling of late. And of course, Vancouver here out of the playoffs. They made that coaching change. There was they had a little bit of spark there, winning 5 of 6, but down the stretch looks like it's worn off here. They've lost like 5 of their past 7.
Yeah, it hasn't looked good for the Canucks coming down the stretch. Anaheim did fight though in those last 2, going to overtime with Colorado and Arizona. I know they're on a losing streak, but losing streaks come to an end sometimes, and I just think today could be a spot where, it ends for the Ducks at home. Let's go Ducks, get this one done.
There's one thing in sports you don't like to close the season on a long losing streak. That's something you do not, and the franchise do not like that. They got to get that taste of when this is their best spot. Of course, they get the Kings again in a couple of days, but the Kings might need that game to finish in the 3rd seed. So this would be the one I think that's easy to get to break that streak. Ducks plus 125 against the Canucks. This one, they have a start time here, 10 Eastern time. All right, Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge for tonight's action. Of course, great results over the past 30 days. We got NBA coming here on the board with those 2 playing games. We still have now 13 games on the board here from MLB. Lots of them starting here in just moments. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yes, sir. For sale, I only got 2 plays for sale. I got my NBA Jam Session play, my favorite play on the board, the play that I'm going pretty heavy in. That's going to be the case moving forward throughout the NBA playoffs, man. It's for $19, man. You can scoop it up right over there at Pick Dogs Premium, man. 10-5-1 last 16. Trying to keep the momentum rolling forward on that play. And also got my second play, my MLB play of the day, man. We're 9-12 to begin the season on that play. We did drop yesterday. My guy Alcantara did not have a good outing. It's kind of surprising. We'll bounce back on it today. Like I said, we've been red hot to begin the season on the MLB play. So just those 2 plays for sale. My long-term people, though, if you got a long-term pass, then you got 2 extra plays. You got 1 more NBA play and an extra MLB. So don't forget about those long-term packages, man. Long-term subscribers usually get extra plays like that sometimes. So hop on one of those. I also got an NBA playoff pack if you just want every play from me throughout the duration of the playoffs from now through Game 7 of the finals. You can scoop that pack up as well. Or pair me up 2-for-1 capper special with one of the great handicappers here at Pick Dogs.
That's right, guys. Got on board with Jay Breaks over at Pick Dogs Premium. Look at these great results over the last 30 days. 504 units of profit, all documented. Verify that by going to Jay's handicapper page over at Pick Dogs. Go down to Pick History. You'll check them out. So get ahead and get on board with the long-term pass. Jay's got some plays up there. NBA Jam Session Playoff Pass. Very fully priced for the remainder of the NBA playoffs. Promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off. Very affordable price there for the next 2 months of basketball, because 2 months from now will probably be around Game 4, Game 5 of the NBA Finals, and you'll have a little bit more time there too, unless it's a sweep. And then you'll get a little more than 2 months of NBA with that NBA playoff pass. All right, Jay, as always, great to have on your show. See that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow's show, but also I believe on Thursday we'll catch up with you again. Also, to make note here that we catch your jam session. You're live here at 4 Eastern time during the playoffs, and you still have the morning drop.
Yes, sir. We still got the morning drop. You can catch that every day right here on the Pick Dogs YouTube channel. When there's NBA, I'll be on, man, trying to cook it up per usual. And I come back live, man. I'm still coming back live. We don't really have as many updates injury-wise as we pretty much know most of the time what's up, but I love the conversation with the guys in the afternoon, man. So we're still coming on live, having the conversation, man, just trying to get on the right side of those NBA games. I had Al Ninos and Wayne Scott with me today, man. It was a great show, so y'all can check that out after this show. We actually went over the 2 games for tomorrow as well on today's jam session, so check that out, man, for tomorrow's action, and I'll be back in the morning.
Yeah, good morning. So make sure you like, subscribe, set notifications. When Jay's live or he drops that morning video, you get it right when it breaks to get the best numbers. All right, Jay, have yourself a great night. We'll catch up with you again on Thursday.
Yes, sir, Tony T. See you on Thursday. Let's make some money, man. Playoff time. I'm excited. No Mavs, man, but hey, a lot of other great teams, man. Maybe LeBron in the Lake Show, man. I might be with Tony Brown, man, cheering for the Lakers.
I'll see that one indeed. I'll see that one indeed. All right, Jay, have a great night. Jay Briggs here on the drive-thru. All right, guys, let's continue. If you missed a pick, we're going to recap at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. Up next is Wayne Scott. Catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catch him at the jam session today. After our show, him and El Ninos joined Jay with that jam session tonight on the live show on the archive. Remember, the live shows go to archive immediately following the broadcast. So you'll be able to find it very easily. So let's go ahead and bring in Wayne Scott right now. I think we're ready to roll. Wayne, what's happening?
What's going on, Tony T? What's going on, Pick Dog family?
It's going great. All right, here we go. Wayne, we got the Lakers and T-Wolves tonight on TNT. We know the Lakers are our favorites, but you're going to be looking at this one a little differently.
Yes, sir. We're going to look at this one, and we're going to go with the three-point arsonist, Malik Beasley in this one. His three-point is set at 1.5, and I believe he's going to go over this three-point mark of 1.5. It's a little juiced up at minus 140. I understand why. He's hitting this 7 out of the last 10 times. He's averaging 8 3-point attempts per game on the season, and he's hitting 2.9 of those, almost 3 of those a game. And his last 10, he's averaging 6.3, and he's hitting 2.4 of those. So it's been dialed back a little bit because they've been seeing them coming, but I think they let him loose tonight, and I think he has no problem going over 1.5 threes. Reason being, the Minnesota is 24th in three-point defense, and they have also lost 3 key defenders. One in Jaden Daniels, who's a great perimeter defender. Nazi Reed is a great defender off the bench. He primarily guards the post, but he can also defend the perimeter well. And we know what Rudy Gobert does defensively. So I'm with Tony. I see a lot of points in this, and I think Malik Beasley can go over this 1.5 3-pointers and hit this tonight. He's also played them twice, and 2 times prior he's going over this. He's hitting 3 threes in his last 2 games against Minnesota. So I like for him to get over 1.5 threes tonight.
All right, we got Wayne here on Beasley over 1.5 threes at minus 140. Looking at the Lakers since the All-Star break at home, I was amazed to see this. They're hitting over 38% from 3, so the 3-point shooting at home has greatly improved since the All-Star break.
Yes, sir, and they needed all of that just to make it into the play-ins, and they're here now, and I think they come to perform. They got the original 3 on the injury report, but I think all of them play tonight, and they all show up, and I think the bench guys, they got a load of minutes down the stretch, and I think that'll help out and contribute in the night. So I think Lakers come out and perform pretty well on their home floor tonight, and I think the threes fall for them, as you said they've been doing.
All right, we got Wayne here, Malik Beasley over 1.5 threes, minus 140. This one have a start time here late night, 10 p.m. Eastern time, TNT to televise. All right, Wayne, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, we've got NBA on the board tonight, 2 on the board NBA. We have at least 11 games left in Major League Baseball. We're getting some of these games beginning here in the 6 p.m. Eastern slot. Later slots here, 6:40, 6:50 games beginning. Also, NHL. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I do have 2 plays in the NBA tonight, 1 totals play and 1 play on the spread. I have 3 MLB plays, 1 totals play and 2 money line plays, and 2 NHL plays, 1 total play and 1 money line play. I grouped them in 2 different 3-packs. I got my Cash-a-thon 3-pack and my Takeoff Tuesday 3-pack. And one of them consists 2 NHL and 1 MLB, and one of them consists 1 NBA and 2 MLB. So go check them out. Pair me up with one of these fine handicappers, and let's get this money this week.
Get this money this week, indeed, with Wayne Scott over at Pick Dogs Premium. Get on board with Wayne. He's got his plays up there. Takeoff Tuesday 3-pack. Of course, promo code PICK at checkout will save you 15% off. Or the long-term pass. You can try Wayne out for 7 days. That'll get you covered here with the NBA, all the entire play-in round, as well as game 1s on Saturday, Sunday, and a game 2 for you on Monday as well. And that will also include all his MLB, NHL. All right, Wayne, as always, great having you on the show. See that success. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, you take care. Y'all go out there and check out that show. Like Jay said, we got a couple plays on the play-in for the night and tomorrow. So check them out and like, subscribe, and tune in, man. We dropping stuff daily, and we are here every day.
That's right, every day indeed. So check it out, Wayne Scott. Check out that show with the jam session for today. All right, Wayne, have yourself a great night. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
All right, take care, Tony T.
You got it. Wayne Scott here on the Drive Thru. Guys, if you missed a pick, we're going to recap here at the end of the show, so make sure you stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here on the Drive Thru. Up next is Rod Zawacki. You'll catch him over at Pick Dog Streams. He's been very good to us here on the show. So let's go ahead and bring in Rod in right now. I think we're all ready to roll here. Rod Zawacki. Rod, what's happening?
Hey, not too much. Just checking things out and we're digging into some hockey. See what playoff matchups we're gonna have going, and it's getting down to the wire, and it's well, besides in the Pacific, that could go anyway. That's just a jumbled mess.
Yeah, that's a mess there, no doubt.
Just doing some deep digging on NHL playoffs. So definitely getting ready. I can't wait.
Yeah,
excited. Trying to find all the edges we can to get make that money and bust up some bookies.
That's right.
Buffalo did this good yesterday, that's for sure.
Yes, that's right. He likes what's going on there. Indeed. All right, here we go tonight. This AL Central battle between the Twins and White Sox. The Twins minus 155, total 7.5.
Yeah, we look at this one here. The Twins and the White Sox. The White Sox got the win in the game one of this series. As you look going in the series in this one, you got Lance Lynn taking them out for the White Sox, and he definitely has not been looked real good starting the season, that's for sure. His two starts this season. The first start up against Houston, the 6-3 loss. He went 5.2 innings, gave up 3 hits, 4 walks, 2 earned runs, 1 home run. And then in his next start up, it looked even worse. Went 4.1 innings. Strikeouts are definitely up. He's got 5 strikeouts over that time and that last game, but 8 earned runs, 9 hits, 3 home runs. And every time I kept seeing him pitch, just like I'm not there to leave him out here getting rocked, but he definitely got rocked early on this season. And taking them out for the Twins is Lopez, and he's been off to a great start for the Twins. You look at Pablo in both his starts this season. He's only given up 1 earned run in both those starts. He's went 5.1 innings in one, 7 innings in another, 8 strikeouts in both starts this season. 1 equated to a win, 1 equated to a loss that the Twins lost for him late in that one against Miami. But here at this one, I like the chances of the Twins. Lost the first game, they bounced back here in the second one. You look at the White Sox, 2-5 in their last 7 versus a pitcher with a whip of less than 1.15, and Pablo Lopez with a whip of .73 to start the season early. And the White Sox just don't string wins together. 0-5 in the last 5 following up a straight-up win. You look at the Twins, 7-3 in their last 10, 5-2 in their last 7 versus a starter with a whip higher than 1.3, which is what you got here. And then when it gets later into the bullpen, who's got the better bullpen? Twins got the better bullpen so far early on. Holding a 2.64 ERA is the Twins bullpen. When you look at the relievers on the White Sox, yikes, not a pretty picture. 7.45 ERA. Definitely going with the Twins on the run line here in this one to get the job done. You can go on the money line if you don't mind laying a little bit juice, but I'm going to go with the run line here. I think they easily handle the White Sox in this one and win by 2+ runs.
All right, we got Rod here on the Twins here, run line minus 1.5 runs, plus 136 since the White Sox. You know, it's been struggles here for Lance Lynn. I think he's getting hurt by their long ball this season, and of course the weather, as we said, it's warming up in some of the western states. Now we go into this north central here, northern states, almost 80 degrees. The temperature right now in Minnesota, with the wind blowing about 15 miles per hour right to left.
Right, nice and warm, early springtime temperatures, making that ball fly out of the park. Definitely is what Lance Lynn's. I just look at the face when he got his last game. First one went, and he was like, okay, it's only 1. It's not so bad. Then the second one went, and he was like, oh, man, here we go again. And then the third one went, and it was like, oh, man, here we go again. Are you going to pull me? Where's the hook? Where's the hook? So I think he got roughed up here. Buxton back in the lineup for the Twins as well. He didn't play last night's game, but he's back in tonight's game, DH, and I see in the lineup. So he's already hit home runs off Lance Lynn before, so I think he can do it again. There's a good shot for Buxton to hit a home run off of Lance Lynn here tonight.
There you go.
Look at that.
There you
Just
go.
stuck myself into a prop play. We're gonna find that as soon as we're done here and take it. I think Buxton to hit a home run.
You got it there from Rod here. Twins run line later, run and a half here against the White Sox. Plus 136. This one they have a start time here of 7:40 Eastern. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. Of course, we do have NBA on the board. 2 games from the play-in round. Lots of hockey. Still a lot of baseball left to go. About 10 games remaining here on the board for Major League Baseball. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, lots of hockey for me tonight. I've been rolling along. That's been definitely roll 13 and 6 of my last 19 hockey plays. We've hit 4 straight NHL snipers, or 3 straight NHL snipers going for my 4th straight here tonight. Absolutely love this one. Scoop it up. Or it's also in my Tackle the Bookie Busters Tuesday package where you get 5 plays I've got in the NHL tonight, including my NHL sniper play. Love the NHL tonight. And I got 1 play in the MLB. Only 1 play. Absolutely love it. It's my No Limit Diamond Crusher in tonight's MLB. The only play I got going in tonight's MLB action. The rest is hockey. Jump aboard that 3-day, 7-day, even that 30-day pass. Definitely get you right into the NHL playoffs, the NBA playoffs, and get you deep into those playoffs. So grab a 30-day pass and continue rolling along. Or even better, save us to you, scoop up that rest of the season NHL pass, and we'll definitely make some money this playoffs. I'm excited. I can't wait. Can't wait.
Can't wait. Get on board here with
Let's
the Roswecki. Yep, get on board with Roswecki over at Pick Dogs Premium. Long-term pass is the way to roll as the NHL season passes up there. Affordably priced, too. Got another 2 months of hockey left to go here. And Pick is a promo code. Save that 15% off. Right, Rod, as always, great having you on the show. To that success, we'll catch up with you again tomorrow. But, of course, we can catch you on the mornings, right? At 10 a.m. each time with that morning show. And you and Chris with the Puck Dogs video series.
Yeah, definitely tune in the morning show. Always a good time. Me, Mitch, and Chris in the mornings going over the day's cards. Sometimes we get a little long-winded and go a little bit off the rails, but hey, good times. Definitely tune into that, and also like, subscribe. That way you get notified when the Puck Dogs videos get released. That way you can join us and get the best of the number there. Definitely go check out the Puck Dogs parlay. We've been rolling along, hit 4 straight of those. That's where I got confused. The 4 straight of the Puck Dogs parlays, we've been crushing those ones. It might be 5 straight if I go back and have a look. So definitely go check those out there tonight. Appreciate everybody. Smash that like button. Costs you nothing. Helps us out a ton.
That's right. Hit that like button, that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. And catch Rod in the morning, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Catch him here on the drive-thru on Wednesday. All right, Rod, have a great night. We'll catch up with you again here on Wednesday.
Yeah, you too. Have yourself a good night, Tony. Good luck with all your bets. Good luck with everybody else's bets. And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
And tomorrow.
That's at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Roswecki here on the drive-thru. Guys, you missed a pick. We're going to recap at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's take a look at some of the scores here as we got some action going on in Major League Baseball. Boy, 3-run homer by Cordero. Yankees now up 6-2. They pounded Gaddis. Gaddis does not look good whatsoever. Just give up the long ball right now. 6-2 Yankees. This one is near the total of 8 already here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Yankees retired here. Not very cool at all. And let's see where we're at here. Okay, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We also have reporting you the Astros and Pirates. The Astros up 2-0 early on here against the Pittsburgh Pirates. It is Tuesday. Also, too, we've got the Athletics and Orioles tied at 1 here, top of the 2nd. And we got no score here. Marlins and Phillies here evened up. And Red Sox and Rays 1-0 here against the Red Sox early on here into the 1st inning. And Tigers and Blue Jays are delayed here. A little bit of a delay here as they open the season in Toronto after that 10-game road trip, a long road trip there for the Toronto Blue Jays. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's get to me right now. It's time for my play. And let's go ahead and get the play up for you right now. Tony's game odds. Here we go. We've got the Angels and Nationals going at it tonight at 9:38 Eastern time. We've got the total 8.5. And we're going to be looking at this total here. We're going to go under total here of 8.5 with the Nationals and the Angels. Of course, Ohtani on the hill tonight. Ohtani has been pitching very well. I just think it's going to be his game tonight. Josiah Gray is on the hill. Angels don't hit right-handers as good as lefties, although Ohtani already off to a pretty good start to this season. 2 starts allowed just 1 earned run in 12 innings. I think he may go a little deeper today. He's averaging 6 innings to start. We need to get him go a little deeper, keep that bullpen fresh, as that bullpen has been hammered a little bit. So I look for Ohtani with a nice start against the Nationals. And Angels hitting only 202 at home against right-handers, and we'll look for them to take this game to stay under total with Ohtani on the hill. All right, guys, check out Pick Dodge Premium tonight. I've got plays up there for you right now. I've got I've got 4 premium plays up there. I've got a best bet here from Major League Baseball, of course, my NBA and baseball in a 3-pack as well. So I have 4 premium plays up on the board. So get on board with me right now over at Pick Dodge Premium. Remember that promo code PICK at checkout, and you will save 15% off when you use that promo code PICK at checkout. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Let's get to the recap, and then we'll put a cap on the show for today. All right, let's take a look at who's on what. The recap time. All right, we started off here with Alex like Manoa over 6.5 strikeouts against the Tigers. Damon was on the Cardinals, Rockies over 12. Tony Brown says Timberwolves and Lakers over 233. El Nino's Orioles, the run line, -1.5 runs, +100 against the Orioles. Shane was on the Kings, +225 to win the series against the Warriors. Jay was on the Ducks, +125 against Canucks. Wayne, Malik Beasley over 1.5 threes at -140. Rod liked the Twins run line, lay the run in half, as well as +136 against the White Sox, and I'll be on the Nationals Angels under total of 8.5 runs. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us, and everybody in the chat room as well. Appreciate your contributions in the chat room. Of course, we got Darren Turner in there as well as Panger Lyle. Nick Beats Vegas, always a good shout to you guys as well. Ron Scott in there as well, and of course, Damon Cerro as well, looking for that Yankees bomb. Yeah, the Yankees came in with a big shot there in that game. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru. Guys, make sure you tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring our cappers here from Pick Dogs and Sports Chat Place. They'll go out their place for you live in prime time. Don't forget, it always gets started every day. 10 a.m. Eastern Time is the morning show. We've got Mitch, we got Rod, we got Chris. Don't forget Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, Betting Tools show. We got also Chris and Rod with their NHL show. They've got their NHL Puck Dogs video series. Jay's Jam Session going live here with that Jam Session here at in the morning. Of course, the live show at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Ron Ramelli with his baseball breakdown. Every game on the board from Major League Baseball. We also have David Racy's short series coming up. And, of course, don't forget the UFC show with Brandon Mills this weekend. All right, that's going to do it for our show tonight. Let's bring in our crew from Nate. We're going to wake up. Bye, guys. You guys have a great evening, afternoon. We'll catch up with you again.